Hello, good afternoon. My name is Albania Torres, and for this persuasive presentation, I chose to talk about animal testing. I will be discussing how many people consider testing on animals has saved a lot of human lives, while others are certain that there are other ways to test products without using animals, with the purpose to convince the audience that animals should no longer be used to test products because it's cruel and inhuman. Did you know that up to 200,000 animals died and suffered just for us to have makeup? Animals have been used throughout time in the medical, biological, military, cosmetic, and tobacco industries. Those industries have been using animals such as monkeys, rats, rabbits, cats, dogs, pigs, and horses. Human beings have no right to use animals as their subjects. These animals are living creatures, and just because they have different abilities does not make them less valuable. Some people consider that testing on animals is the only way to save human lives, while others are certain that there are different ways to approach this. I strongly believe that these creatures must not be used for such cruel things. During this speech, I will be discussing some of the companies that put animals at stake by placing their interests before anything else. Second, some of the reasons why companies continue to practice this habit. And third, I will be communicating the ineffectiveness of testing products on animals and some of the solutions to this issue. Down to the Earth states that animals endure chemicals being dripped into their eyes, injected into their bodies, forced down their nostrils and down their throats. They say people are addicted to these drugs, forced to inhale toxin substances, subjected to maternal deprivation, blinded, burned, slapped, and infected with diseases viruses. Why do companies continue to do this? Making excuses to justify their actions and saying that all habits die harder. Well, the major reason is money. The main reason for many things is money. It is cheaper to test on animals than to find another way to determine human reactions to products. According to the People for the Ethical Treatment on Animals, PETA, some of the companies that pay for the testing on animals in China are Avon, Maybelline, Victoria's Secret, Mary Kay, NARS, and these are just a few. For them, money is worth more than a life of a living being. Imagine a rabbit with skin and eye irritation, probably blind and about to die in a few hours or a few days based on its condition. Ask yourself if that is not suffering. Despite all the damage that animal testing has done, there has been little to no progress in finding cures to diseases. About 300 million people suffer from asthma, and only 2 types of treatments have been discovered and are available in the last 50 years. Human society displays that more than 1,000 potential drugs for strokes have been tested on animals, but only a few have been effective. Just because the same procedures have been done for so many years does not make it right. There are medicines that appear safe and effective in animal studies but fail when given to humans. We continue to see that after many years of animal testing, there has been little progress, and the worst part is that their support is in favor. Procon stated that animals can feel, but because they cannot think, they were unable to experience feelings like pain and fear. However, many argue, how does the ability to think has anything to do with experiencing pain or fear? Just as humans can suffer regarding their intelligence, animals also do. In the article Animal Testing, the supporters mentioned that the life of a human is more precious than the one of a rat or other creature. But aren't animals living beings? Aren't each of us unique in a special way? They may claim that the number of animals killed from testing is small compared to the actual number of animals that take part in these testings. But the Human Society estimates that 115 million animals are used in testings, but only 15 million survive. This only demonstrates how humans build their path to self-destruction, not only as apathetic individuals, but also as destroyers of our habitat. Many say that it is for the greater good. But what greater good would humans be reaching if these actions only make them inhuman and soullessness? After all, we are in control and only we can make a change. There are new ways to predict human reactions to diseases and decrease the number of animals used in testings. We only have to put it in practice. The U.S. National Liberty of Medicine Institute of Health states that strategies called the 3 Rs, reduction, refinement, and replacement, are based on a psychochemical therapy using stem cells, DNA chips, microfluidics, and computer analysis models to test products. These strategies have a lot of advantages, such as quicker results, flexibility to control experiments, and most importantly, it decreases the number of animals being killed in our care. Another alternative is that we can boycott those companies that test products on animals. Be aware of the products that label "no animal was harmed to test this item." We must stop purchasing those goods that do not establish this on their labels to make a difference. We have to make a difference. We must. Now that I have discussed how companies make animals suffer, the reasons behind their actions, the ineffectiveness of this issue, and solutions to animal testing, has this information make you aware of what humans are doing wrong? Animals have been butchered in the name of science and technology, and this is no longer right nor righteous. No fair and no righteous. Our personal connection with animals have become stronger than it used to be 100 years ago. We treat our pets like they're part of our family. We wouldn't like to see someone testing on them, watching them suffer. We are smarter, compassionate. We are able to take action and stop the situation. We must change the number of animals used for testing from 115 million to 0. We can make this number disappear and create a habitat as it once was. Thank you.